Actually, if you're on Linux and you can get this game running, I'll give you a gold star. We know the server works at least, but I don't know. We'd have to like actually develop on a Linux desktop. None of us have one of those. Guess we could try to get like a Steam box or some crap and run it on that. Did the build machine just shut off halfway through an update? Yeah. Windows, way. Sorry, just reading people's excuses for ordering way too much fast food. Number one excuse is, I'm fat and hungry. Just give me the damn food. I think that would work. That update's gonna be going for longer than it takes to build the fucking game. It's like, what takes longer? Compiling Windows or updating Windows? I don't know. We'll take the Windows Update challenge. Alright, while this thing is building, let's just boot up the game and go troll people. Wonder if anybody's even online. No, nobody's online. Well, I can at least practice my ball game. My ball game is weak. Come on. I know it's possible. Stupid build server. Just update already. Fuck. Sorry, we're gonna have to restart 15 more times. This is like the Mega Man X jump. Yeah. Let's pop it up. Blast it in there. I'm not very good at this spike. I'm much better with the pop-up hit. Oh man, 98%. It looks like it's maybe the collision is a little bit. It's not exactly center mass, and that's probably what's going on. Yeah, it looks like his head is where the collision is. Whitey probably got shorter at some point, and that's part of it. Yeah, I bet he got shorter. Come on. Alright. Ah, jeez. It's one of those massive updates to Windows where it's just, this might take several minutes. Your files are right where you left them. You're like, yeah, it's real comforting, Windows. The cocaine's on the coffee table, right where we left it. We're not doing anything to the cocaine. Nothing is happening to it. Why is Rob Ford here? I'll get better at this spikiness. Microsoft, wait, what the fuck? Alright, I think the build machine's back online. Alright, so we're gonna want these guys actually working. I think this will do it. Alright, so that build's gonna be running. Okay. Okay. That might actually work. And this build is running. That cook is gonna take 2 million damn years over there on the other server, isn't it? What a it just will. Okay. So other than that, if that actually fixes our problem, we need to add the administrator password, the admin pass thing, to our setup. So that's going to be let's just close all of them. That's going to be in game data. So if we want a simple admin password, we'll just throw it in plain text next to the server. Because it's just basic thing. We called it admin pass. Alright, I just need to go to the game instance. Alright, so dedicated server options. We're going to want to add some calls to this. It's going to be like if you enter, we want to activate you as an administrator. Like your player controller can actually run remote commands. Is that what we want? Yeah, I think so. So it's going to be like we want to change the player controller because that's going to be the thing that we can actually. That's on the client and server. The server has it. Nobody else has yours. Alright, so we'll want something like server RPC admin challenge. And we're going to pass over const fstring address pass. And we're going to have this replicated boolean, I guess. Admin access or server admin. And on rep will be on server admin changed, status changed. Alright, so we want this U function. Alright, so you're not a server admin by default, blueprint read-only. Alright, so it's server RPC blueprint callable, reliable, server with validation. Just want to go to server RPC destroy bot. Alright. So this isn't going to return anything. So we need underscore validate and underscore implementation. Const fstring ref pass bool yeah, let's just return true. Excuse me. Alright, so let's take a look. We got building. Alright, so it looks like the build is doing what it should. It's starting to do the build thing. Alright, so what we want to do is on begin play, Alright, so if we are the listen server, yeah, so if net mode, yeah, get net mode. If net mode equals net mode nm listen server, that means that we are the listen server, so we're going to say server admin equals true. Else if net mode equals nm dedicated server, what we want to do is we want to check if the admin password is blank, because if it's blank then we can set stuff, I'm guessing. No, probably not. Probably just do the check. Like if there's no password, nobody can be admin. No, that's stupid. We need to have a bool here. This will be allow all players to change settings. Alright, yeah. Alright, so you Dashkin game instance, we're gonna get our server config. So dedicated server options, or opt allow players to change settings, do that. Awesome. Allowing this player to be an admin. Alright, looks like our Linux build is still going properly. Alright, so we got our admin challenge here, so if opt.adminpass.len is greater than 0, we're going to see if opt.adminpass equals pass. So if they equal, otherwise I'll just we can call the client back and say like, hey, bad password or something simple. I'd rather not say anything at all. What is f-string length? F-string for length? Yeah, it's capital L. Alright, so what we want to do here is I guess we want to call the onRep at the end here, just because. And then I guess we want the game utils to have like a notify about it. So you can say like, hey, that sound was a successful cook. Alright, so excellent. So we can notify on server admin status changed, bool, we are admin. And that will tell our UI and some of our other stuff that we actually did something. Thank you, Hawkins. Yeah, the artwork on the website, that's all done by the artist. He's much better at doing that than I am. All made by Adam Phillips. Alright, so it looks like it's actually still compiling and it's not all busted to hell. No, it did actually fail. That's what it looks like, and it's going to fail because of the clean, and I don't want to clean it all over again, so I'm going to go hand carry a few files to the mirror. Alright, we'll kick that off again. That'll be doing its thing in the background. Alright, so let's go ahead and implement this gameUtils function. So, alright, so what we want to do is let's It's going to be JS, and then we're going to append either true or false. And then we'll execute that, and it'll be notify admin status changed. If we go into our UI, we'll just go add that function to our gameplay.js. We'll be hooking this up later. Let's see, Dashkin gameplay, notify service status changed. We need to add the event to our global events. And we need to, on begin play, do the same thing. Alright, so the player controller, we've got server admin, all that. We need do rep lifetime, don't we? Where is it? Do rep life. Yeah, owned actor is changed, but we actually also have to tell it to replicate server admin. Didn't really have to do this all in C++, did I? I could have done that in Blueprints. Not a problem. Alright, so we'll compile that out. I'm just watching the server build. Looks like it's working. Which is always a good thing. Oh yeah, we need semicolons. Yeah, that's a thing. Shit. Yeah, I was looking at a website for engineering meetups, and one of the pictures that's posted for like, yeah, hey, look at us, we're so cool. As one dude like sitting really sad on a bench. Like there's like people talking, right? And then there's like one dude in kind of the middle of the frame that's easy to miss, who's just like sitting there and nobody's talking to him. Obviously, just like, yeah, I'm in a social situation and I don't know what to do. It's like, there you go. Yep. Alright, looks like I got through compiling, and it'll link up that Linux build, and that should solve our build problems that we've been having. Good. So what we want to do here is we want to go through our server commands and check if the server admin is checked. But before that, before I forget, actually add this boolean to our configs. So this should be in setup.bat. We want allow all players change rights. Allow all players to change settings. True, false. Spell false right. How about that? Alright, so what we want to do is echo this out. That is allow all players to change settings. And we don't need the quotes. And let's get rid of that garbage right there. Cool, so that should do that. Editor's booted up. So what we want to do is go to our, I think it's in the player controller. This is where we added a lot of this. Boot players and all that sort of stuff. Let's see. So we want to check is like if we're server admin. Yeah, okay, here we go. Alright, so if we are a local player, get player by ID. We got some kind of loose rules at the moment. The UI is kind of gating what people can do at the moment, which is not what you want. Alright, remove player, set player team, server RPC, swap player to team. Reliable replicated to server. So this is Dashkin player controller. Okay, so well, let's see. Get dedicated. Trying to think. Like I've got. Yeah, okay. In the player controller, we need to do a little bit of work here. Has server config. Yeah. Alright, we need to see if this, like, net mode needs to be... Yeah, I got this logic all screwed up. What am I thinking? Basically what we want is... If this is our player controller, Alright, so if this is the local player, otherwise, yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay, so server admin will be there. It'll be set properly if we're the actual host, and all that sort of stuff. Alright, so what I want to get here is if the game options. So like get game options. Alright. Alright, so if allow game options is true, then we can advance. And we need to OR that, or server admin. So let's make a little bit of space for this thing. Alright, cool. Alright, so if allow team switching or what, then we'll call the servers, which are team. Let's see, we want to know if we're the server admin at this point, I believe. For the bots, yeah. So let's remove bot request. Alright, so it's team, boot players, create bot request. Okay, so if we are the server admin. Alright, so that should, is there an end match? Like, server start match, update, ball, ground pound ball, hit ball, player reset, client reset? No. I think that's all of our stuff for our player controller. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is player controller only exists on the server and on the specific client that has it. So we're going to need to check if this is the local player when we broadcast this thing. Yeah, so we have to do that. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is just trying to think about how to test the dedicated server stuff. The big thing I want to do is go to the player controller, the player logic object that I got, and the bot spawning. Alright, so we'll see. We'll be able to call this like spawn bot key if we are the server admin. Well, we don't necessarily have to hook in there. We already know it's not a bot. So we can just do that. Okay, that should allow that to work. The next thing is server commands for other stuff. So how is that hooked up? Add bot player. Add bot request broadcast. Alright, so our player controllers. Alright, that's how we're doing all that. Okay, so that's fine. What we want to do is allow the UI to actually make something happen. Let's see, what is it called? It's called add bot player, so we can just search for that and see where we're calling it. Alright, so it's request bot creation. That's not what I wanted to search. Alright, so it's org gameplay. Are we admin?